A good afternoon, a YouTube. I'm thinking about the Drop Kings. I'm thinking about the Drop Kings very closely, very real, because they make up the whole sector of YouTube. A shout out to Thick Cut. Shout out to O.D. Kimble. Shout out to 901 Reacts. And shout out to Roll Rich. Roll Rich. Shout out to all of you. This is your homegirl, Arabia Barbosa. And I was just looking and listening to some of the drops they did about me maybe a few years ago, maybe a couple of months ago. I don't care. But I want you to do what I want y'all to do is accept your gift and build on it. Don't let you be in the sector, be straddled to the sector. Do whatever you have to do elsewhere. Shout to the chat, shout to the chat. I am your homegirl, Arabia Barbosa 914, which is kind of yoke, and I'm drunk right now. I'm slurring. I can hear my speech slurring. But shout out to the Drop Kings in the sector. Shout out to the Rabbit Drop Kings. Shout out to those that are not a part of the Rabbits and they are the Drop Kings. Shout out to you. And I'm out of here. Now I'm on full with the County York. I know none of them Drop Kings want to hit my link. None of them. But what I want you to know, if you got something to say about Arabia Bible, so you can do a drop, I'll be very happy about it. Very happy about it. And I'm going to tell everybody, I'm going to tell the whole world, Andre O.D. Kimble showed my true self. Thick Cut showed my true self as I really am. I am the BT 1000. I am the Jeeper Creeper on this shit. I am Lucy the Vampire. I am the German Shepherd and the goddamn room. I want to shout out to all the Drop Kings dropping that music, putting the videos up. I know it takes a lot of work. I know it takes a lot of concentration. Believe me, I know. One of my brothers, he's a 5%er, and he went to the 5% Nation as a teenager. He really wanted to go to them as a young child. And I'm going to tell y'all, I don't mean no harm. My mother, my biological mother, was a member of the Nation of Islam years ago. And whatever she fed herself with knowledge or food or anything, it fed us. My brother, he became a rapper. He was underground rapper for many, many years. Now he got 2 different studios built in certain places in South Carolina. A shout out to him. Shout out to him. But his biggest studio is right there in South Carolina. I'm not going to tell you where it's at. And he was a big fan of anybody that wanted to drop their music, want to mix music, all that. But he's too old now because he's not interested in doing none of that now. Only thing he does, he lets the underground rappers go there. They do their music. He's an engineer. He engineers everything for them. He was a barber for years. My brother started working at 11 years old, but he became a barber at 15 years old, all the way until now. He changed his career. He don't want to do music no more, but he invites all the young people to do their music. A shout out to the chat. He got different studios built, and the man is nasty. And I'm not gonna tell anybody to go to him and do a video or do music drops or anything like that. And my brother know it. Only thing he do is rent out his studio for 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, five, however long it take for the artists to do their music. And then my brother goes on. He moves on. He prints this shit. That's it. He's not gonna do too much else because he's getting older, just like I'm getting older. But I thank God for my brother. I thank God for him because he is the balance between destruction and life. And my brother is a 5%er. He's a 5%er. But I'm going to tell you something about that man. He speaks up. He speaks up. He talks his shit, walks his life, takes care of his family. He didn't take care of his children when he wanted to take care of his children, but he had to fall back a little bit. Now his children got children. So he's a grandfather. Shout out to my brother. He's not perfect. And he always worry about me. I think my brother worry about me 24/7. And he's not going to get no peace until I stop breathing. That's why they want to know my address. That's why they want to know where I work. That's why they want to know certain stuff about me. And I reveal the truth to them. Shout out to the chat. My homegirl KK, wonderful woman, wonderful. Birdman, I was with him for 8 years. On and off for 8 years. Sis heard Birdman one day when I was in Birdman house. And even Sis was like, yo, let me talk to Birdman. Because I think Sis knew me and Birdman was getting split. He already knew it was some domestic violence going on. He already knew. But I was very angry with Birdman. Very angry with Birdman. And I told him, I said, you're not going to play me no more. And I did what I had to do. I took care of Birdman when Birdman fell. And ever since then, I wanted to separate from Birdman. Birdman helped me when I was on those homeless streets of Charleston, South Carolina. He spoke that Geechee. I don't speak no Geechee. And I was trying to teach Birdman that Spanish so he can get his Spanish up. Because the neighborhoods he was living in, you got to speak Spanish. A shout out to the chat. Shout out to Sis Rabbit Got a Ranch. Shout out to the rabbits. Shout out to Brown Skin Lady. Shout out to Moonlight. Shout out to all my YouTube creators that coincide with me, that agree with me. And I remember a few years ago, it was me, Queen Regina, and Facts on Film. We did a video about Martin Luther King. And people did reaction videos about that. I think Sis has the video. Most of Sis got most of the videos. And I told Sis, if anything happened to me, you got all the videos. You got all the videos of showing this, showing that. I don't give a fuck what Sis do. I'm going to support Sis until the end of my days, until the end of my breathing. Sis is what, 38? I'm 51 years old. Sis is old enough to be one of my brothers or one of my sons. Sis is not my son. He's just a good friend on YouTube. And I appreciate Sis. I respect Sis. Shout out to Sis. Rabbit Got a Ranch. And before you became Sis Rabbit Got a Ranch, you were Sis with a wrench. You were Sis with a wrench. Because you knew you had to go into certain chats and you was unwelcomed. But when they saw Sis wrench, Sis with a wrench, everybody had to respect you at that time. And I respect you. I'm out of here. I'm closing out this video. But I want the whole world to know I don't like KB. Never liked him. I was a part of Soul Nation from 2013 all the way to 2021. I heard what Tommy Sotomayor talked about Kwame Brown. He didn't talk about Sis. He didn't talk about Armando Black. He didn't talk about Skinny. He talked about Kwame Brown. And I remember it was 3 days of heavy videos. And I remember, because I was homeless at the time. I was living at the waterfront in Charleston, South Carolina at the time. But when I was introduced to the Tommy Sotomayor videos, I was living in Yonkers, New York. Shout out to my cousin, Shakia Davis, for introducing me to Tommy Sotomayor videos. Rest in peace, Shakia Davis. Everybody I know is close to me that died off, rest in peace. I don't give no rest in peace to people I don't know on YouTube. A shout out to the chat. I'm out of here.